Hey ladies, very happy to be here with you. We have a really special video today. And I'll tell you why it's so special. It's because it is exactly what I went through and the steps that I took in order to become an entrepreneur, in order to make my life so tailored to exactly who I wanted to be, and to make my life worth living a million times over, to the point where every day I'm so happy that this is me. I pinch myself. In this video, I really want to stress the importance of entrepreneurship. You don't need to be a big business mogul who makes millions a year. Entrepreneurship is something that builds confidence, that gives you a bigger skill set. And if you love the 8 to 5, that's wonderful, and you know yourself. What's wonderful about building a business on the side is you can take those skills, directly transfer them into that 8 to 5, and what you can also do is build skills and go from the job that you're at now to a whole new position that's offering potentially even a 70% raise. And why I say 70% raise is because that's the exact percentage that I took my day job after I applied the skills that I learned from my entrepreneurship. I got to move into a new 8 to 5 position that offered me a 70% raise in a whole new position in a whole new field. Never saw this coming, never thought that that would even be an option for me. But over time, over the years, over everything that I built, it became an opportunity that was given to me. And that's what this is all about. It's not pushing you to make a brand, pushing you to make a business. It's opening opportunities and letting you have the freedom to choose. Because as a woman, we deserve that. We don't want to feel dependent on a job, on a man. It takes away from us and our creativity and how we want to live. We choose. And that's exactly what I want to give all of you women today. So I wanted to make this little series. This is going to be the first video of a few. So stick with me in this, and I'll give you some really great pointers on everything entrepreneurship and making your life literally look like a Pinterest board. All right, ladies, I'm sure while you watched the intro, you had some thoughts going in your mind, and one of them might have been some excuses. It's fine, it happens to all of us. I'm sure you probably heard in your mind, I don't have the time. I'm pretty sure you heard, I don't know where to start. I'm pretty sure you heard, I can't do that. I wish. That's just like not who I am. I'm not smart enough. I'm not disciplined. I can't start something and then finish it. I never finish things. And let's pause there, because what I just told you were all the voices that have been in my head before and were in my head as I was creating this business. And from somebody, this might help you out, from somebody who has moved past the idea stage and is in the living it stage, it's so worth it to push past those voices and to not listen to them. And if I could do it all over again, I would do it all over again and just push past and say, let's see, let's try. Because you don't wait until you're ready. And what's ready to you? You know, what does that symbolize? What are those indicators that you're ready? And your brain can come up with a few options, a few even seemingly good options of, well, I'll do this, and then when I'm here, and then when I have more money, and when I have more time. And that's the paradoxical nature of this earth. It's that you don't wait, you just go. And you're going, and it feels right. It doesn't feel like you're pushing against yourself, like you're forcing. It just feels right. But it doesn't feel right to take that first step. Once you take that second one and on, you're fine. And I'll be honest, ladies, the best time for you to have started was 10 years ago. And the second best time is right now. And so it's like, why wait for your best self? Another thing is, you don't start before you're qualified. Like, you have to go build the skills and do it. So a little bit about me. I have a high heel brand and a jewelry brand. Have I ever designed anything? Have I ever built a business? Have I ever sold a product? No. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'm pretty positive I want to do I love high heels. Okay, Chloe, I'm gonna honor you and I'll run it. Sometimes it helps for me to kind of detach myself and think of myself as a third person. And I'll just be like, okay, Chloe, I'll do this for you. You know, I will run it up for you and we'll see where it goes. And I told myself, I don't know anything about this. I don't know how to do this. And I might fail and fall on my face. And I decided that that's okay. And I would rather run it and fall than not run it and just be like, what if I did it? And in the process, I learned that skills are built in motion and in movement. And it's not sitting behind, this is how I wanted it to be, let me tell you. I wanted it to be, I'm behind my desk, I have my computer, my pencil, my pen, I'm writing down everything and creating the play. And then I say, okay, well, I have it all drawn out. This is how it's gonna go, this is how it's gonna be, and I'm gonna go now. And while it's great to have a plan, I was relying too heavily on that plan, and I wasn't going out there on the so-called field and running it and making the plays. It was so scary to me it was like, I have to go out there? I don't want to. Maybe I could tiptoe around the back, do a few things over there, and that would give me the same outcome as playing on the field. I took myself in circles for a little bit and didn't work. You gotta get on the field, and you know, like it's like you have like a little kid and they're like, mom, I'm nervous to go play with them. It's like, honey, go make friends, you've got this. And then you kind of give their back a little push and they kind of toddle off into the field and go play with their friends. It's the same thing. You gotta give yourself a little push, and when you get out there, you realize it's not that scary. You know, it's just the fear that's made up in your mind, because you make the field this big thing when it's nothing. It's just little kids playing, and that's exactly what it is out there. So this is a great time just to say it's wonderful to reframe that fear. Fear is when you're at the edge of expansion. Fear, when you feel it, just be so thankful, because that means that you're doing something right. Because when you're sitting comfortably doing the same thing every day with no, you know, you can do the same thing day in, day out until you DIE. Nothing's stopping you. And you probably wouldn't feel a lot of fear if you did that, because it's just the same thing daily, in and out, and you don't have much expansion. And so when you feel fear, it means something's working, and it's your primal mind telling you, stop. But you have to know your higher self is, listen, mind, thank you for trying to protect me. But I got this. I'm good, and I'm gonna make my life the best life. Because, ladies, that's what this boils down to. You know, I'm telling you these things, and it's like, yeah, I could do that, or I couldn't. But it's so serious. And it's so serious, I get a little bit of emotional, because it's just like, you want to have the best fucking life that you can. And why wouldn't you want to win? And you gotta do what it takes. And when you realize what it takes to get there, and you realize it's not even that hard. Okay, you gotta learn a few skills here and there, but didn't you do that all in school? And like, you're doing things that you didn't even want to do. So, I mean, it's at least for me, in my heart, it was just always do or die. I have to become something. I have to make this business. I have to have choices. I want to be the one who stands on 2 feet. And if I want, I could say, fuck you, and I can leave. I can move. I can do what I want when I want, because I have the abundance of money, time, freedom, connections. I'm in this flow state. I'm feeling good. I'm the best version of myself. Why wouldn't you want that? And if you don't, I'm telling you right now, get off this video. I don't want you here. This isn't for you. We're not aligned. It means so much to me, everything that I've accomplished. And it was scary for me to get here on YouTube and talk to you ladies, because this is something that I'm so passionate about. And it's kind of like sharing a journal. It's like a little bit embarrassing because it means so much to me, and it's very open of me to do this. I mean, ladies, it's like, let's be the best selves. And so when I say the staying still is actually the bigger risk, and it's framed in our society the opposite. And I understand why you might want to stay still. It feels better. We've been trained to think that it is better, and it is a liability. So all the princess movies is teaching us to stay in the castle, to wait. And the opportunity will come, the prince will come, the life will come, wait, and everything you want will happen. And you got to get up, and you got to align yourself to the certain frequency that you want, and everything will come to you. But simply waiting, it doesn't work like that. And I wish it did. And I waited a long time, and I wasted a lot of time waiting. And so I wanted to say that it's empowering, it's confident building, and why not? If you're having another thought like, this sounds great, but how am I gonna do this, Chloe? You're saying all these things, but you don't know my financial situation. You don't know my time. You don't know anything about me. Now I say, you're right, I don't. And I'm not saying that you should do anything that would potentially put you in a huge risk, you know? Think strategically. But I want to say that, you know, I built a business off skills that I taught myself. I took the time to do that. And then on top of it, I did that all on minimum wage. And when 70% of your check goes to rent, you know, I understand everyone's hesitations about, I got this much money left. Business sounds cool, but that's just not in the cards for me. And it's my testimony to tell you that I did it, I made it happen off minimum wage, doing the same thing. And I will say, it takes some time, but it's been the most fulfilling thing ever. And to have something going on in the background, to have motivation, to have something outside yourself pulling you along to become the best version of yourself, is the ROI is so fucking high. Comment and let me know your situation. Comment and let me know why you think you can't do this. And all of us, let's reply to these comments and let's tell everybody some options, some ideas. Let's all think together. Let's all gather around, and let's all give ideas and share and be a community and all come together and help each other understand creative ways on how we can all become entrepreneurs. So much money in the world, so much room for us to all be at the top, and let's all come together and do this. We are a community. We're not alone. Entrepreneurship might sound isolating. If you want it to be, it can be, but it can also break open doors and have you just meet the most amazing people. So thank you ladies so much for watching this video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that we can have a bigger conversation about what's going on and what it takes and what it means to have that entrepreneurship, create that Pinterest life. Like I said, this video is the first of many to come in the series of creating the Pinterest life. It doesn't all come at once, you know? The Pinterest life comes, but not all at once. So, you know, join me for these next few videos. It's gonna be really, really great showing you girls step by step how to do it, because we're gonna do it. And I've already started to do it. The results in my life have been absolutely incredible. And every day I look at my Instagram, I look at my socials, I look at my life, I look at the people in my life, and I can't believe that this is what it is and this is what I've been doing. So yes, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much, girls.